Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today I got some unique products for you. This isn't going to be a regular review like you're used to. It's going to be a little bit different. So what are we going to be covering in today's video? I'm going to be going over Pacific Shaving Company Caffeinated Aftershave and Caffeinated Shaving Cream. That's right, they put caffeine in shaving cream and aftershave, and I'm going to go over that with you today. First, I'm going to start off with a product review. Then I'm going to move on to the ingredients. Then I'm going to get a little bit personal, telling you a little history about my struggles with acne and let you know how this product helped me out. Now, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor, and the company doesn't make any claims for fighting acne. These are my results based on my experience with the product, and it's all coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you to Pacific Shaving Company for sending me some free product in exchange for an honest review. This is not a sponsored video, and the results mentioned in this video are based on my personal experiences, and I've been using the product for about 11 months now, so my results are based on almost a year of using the product. And I'm looking a little bit closer here. Looks like it's time for a shave. It's going to be a long video. Timestamp down below. So here we are in the bathroom. I'm noticing that I do actually see a little red pimple right here. And I usually do get one or two small pimples when I haven't shaved for more than a day or two because the oil's on my face. Let me just get some warm water on my face and we'll get started. Now, one of the ways that this product is unique is that it's actually a cream. So it's not foam or a gel. So you don't have to worry about any compressed air or something like that to push the product through and waste space in the can. This tube is full of cream. And actually, let's see, get a closer look. See, now that looks backwards to me. But I know it's because I'm looking in the mirror. Much better. I mean, much better. What I also like about it is I only put a little bit on my hands. Just about that much. Or is it easier to see it like that? Sorry, it's my first time doing a recording in a mirror. But anyway, it's not a lot. But it's going to cover my whole face. Well, let's go ahead and put it on. I tap it on and then swirl it. Because then it'll foam up a little bit for you. Some people use a little container with a touch of water. They're one of those fancy brushes. I don't have one of those. In just that little bit, was able to give me full coverage. I really like it because I don't know about you. Whenever I use those foams, I just squeeze out a little bit onto my fingers and it's just way too much and it covers my face and there's always extra. This is a great amount. You don't got to worry about wasting any. Get shaving. What's also good is that when I usually have the foam, I can usually only go up once, and then this is full of shaving cream, and I gotta rinse it off. But because it's not full of foam, I can actually go 3 or 4 strokes before it gets filled up with hair. And of course, I'll fast forward this during the video, so you don't have to watch me shave the whole time. Now for the tricky parts. And there you have it, a nice clean shave. Sometimes I do a second pass, depending on how much time I have. For the sake of the video, just doing one pass, rinse off.
And it might take you a touch longer to rinse off than usual because it's not a foam, it's actually a cream. It really soothes and moisturizes your face. And you can feel that as you're rinsing off. And you want to make sure you get it all off before pat drying. I'll usually give it like 30 seconds or so to let it air dry a little bit before putting on the aftershave. While we wait, let's talk about the aftershave. This aftershave actually lasted me about 8 months. And like I said, if I said it already, I'm not sure. I usually shave every other day. So that gives you an idea about how long this tube actually lasts. And you'll see that similar to the shaving cream, I don't use a ton of this. I use enough just to cover my face, but I also use it on my nose and forehead and neck. Let's taste it out. No, not tasting you. There we go. Now, what's also awesome about this is that with most aftershaves that I've used, you usually splash it on because it's a liquid, and you get that burning either from the alcohol or some other chemicals in there. When you use this cream, you don't get that. You start to rub it in. And then as it begins to air dry, you get this cooling. I'm getting that cooling now a little more because I'm fanning it. But you get that nice cooling feeling. And it's probably from the spearmint, but it doesn't burn at all. You get a nice cooling sensation. With every other aftershave I've had, it's always been a very harsh burn. And even those ones that say they cool, don't really cool. So this cools your face, which is really refreshing after shaving. And there you have it. That is the final result. It's a very smooth shave. It's a very close shave. I know it's usually the razor that does that, but the product really does moisturize. It makes my skin feel softer. Additionally, I've noticed that I have a lot less irritation, a lot less red bumps, and a lot less redness in general. Now, because I didn't shave for 2 days, because I want to have more of an impact when you saw me on camera. Say, oh, he needs a shave, as well as when I was shaving. But because that extra day, I do have an extra pimple or so. I am going to get into the acne a little bit later on, but for a final tally right now, if you look at my face, I have one on my cheek, one above my lip, and 2 really small ones on my chin, which are going to go away because they get kind of shaved off. That's 4 pimples. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video, but now that you know what the product looks like, how it's applied to the face, how it feels going on, basically a total product review of both products, let's head back into the office, talk about the ingredients. Let's go.
Freshly shaved and ready to discuss some details. So how did I find out about this product? Well, to be honest, I picked this up last year as part of my holiday gift guide. My what? Yeah, that's right. Last year, I created a holiday gift guide for the coffee and tea lover and caffeine lovers in general. But since I started my channel in October of 2018, when I released the video in November, I only had about 100 subscribers, so not many people saw that video. But great news, I do plan on re-releasing that video this month, just a week or 2 from now. So stay tuned. It's a great video. I think you guys are gonna really like it. You're gonna find some good gifts to purchase, and I'm actually gonna tweak it a little bit to revamp it and update it a little bit. But it was a list of gifts for under $20, and it's all revolved around caffeinated products. And when I saw this product, I had to buy it, and I thought that it was just gonna be a gag gift. I'm like, caffeinated aftershave, come on now. So I featured it in my video, and in that video, I said, I'm probably gonna have to review this product, but I didn't actually start to review the product until January. I was so happy with the result that I decided to contact the company and see if they'd actually send me some free product in exchange for an honest review. And even if they said no, I was gonna do it anyway because I'm a huge fan of the product, but I had a feeling they were gonna say yes because it's very inexpensive. Why not send out some free product for an honest review? And I'm happy to say that they said yes. And overall, this company has a great story in general. I'm gonna include a link to a video in the description box down below that they posted on YouTube that goes over their story a little bit. But in short, in 2002, they began their company based out of their house. It was primarily just an online business by a husband and wife team. And they just did it as a side business, not even their full-time job. But as the company began to grow, they needed to decide if they were gonna make a full business out of it or if it was just gonna be an online side business. And it's a tough decision. When you have 3 kids, a full-time job that gives you a salary and health benefits, how do you just leave that to start your own business, not knowing if it's going to work out or not? But they decided to do it, and through a lot of hard work, their hard work paid off because they became extremely successful and they expanded. They got themselves into thousands of stores, and as of right now, 18 years later, they're in a lot more stores. I actually found this product at CVS and Target stores near my house, and I'm sure it's throughout the country and other stores as well. I'm so happy to see a small company started by a couple has expanded so greatly, and they deserve it because they have a really great product. So let's go ahead and talk about this product. First off, do you actually get any energy from the product considering it's caffeinated? No. Which is why I thought it was a gag gift. I mean, why are you going to buy a caffeinated product if you're not going to get energy out of it? In general, caffeine needs to be ingested for it to get into your bloodstream. If applied to the skin, like in skincare products, it can be absorbed a little bit and get into the bloodstream, but the amount that gets in there is almost insignificant. And considering the product doesn't actually list how much caffeine is in the product, it's hard to say how much you're actually getting. Therefore, you're not going to see any difference in your energy. So if you try replacing your coffee with aftershave, it's not going to work out. So then why is it in this product? Well, caffeine's primary use is for energy, but it does actually have other benefits as well. Although you might not have heard of these 2 products specifically, I'm sure there's some of you out there who've heard of coffee masks. And they're just what they say they are. People are basically putting coffee on their face. And why would they do that? Well, because caffeine is good for your skin. Caffeine is full of antioxidants, and this aftershave actually has tea as one of its ingredients as well. And tea is also very high in antioxidants, and antioxidants are great for fighting free radicals. What's so bad about free radicals? Well, there's a lot bad about free radicals. But specifically related to skincare, since that's the product we're discussing, free radicals can weaken skin so that it looks saggy as a result of damaged elastic fibers. And free radicals can also break down the skin's cartilage and cause wrinkles. Therefore, the antioxidants from caffeine can help prevent wrinkles by fighting off free radicals. Caffeine's also been known to help out with puffy eyes and redness of the eyes, but this is in limited cases and depends on what's causing the problem. If you inherited puffy eyes and it's just in your genes, caffeine's not going to help you out. But if you partied a little too hard and you have puffy eyes because you're recovering from a hangover, then the caffeine may be able to help out, given that it's just a temporary cause of the puffiness or redness in your eyes. So results do tend to vary, and there are additional studies being done on it. Caffeine has also been known to help reduce cellulite, but a lot more studies are needed because there have been a lot of mixed results on that topic. And lastly, caffeine actually helps reduce irritation and inflammation, which is extremely useful in these 2 products when dealing with shaving. It helps reduce the amount of red bumps that you have and any skin irritation. So what about all the other ingredients that are in here? Well, even though this is a caffeinated product, it's a combination of all the other ingredients that help make this product work as well as it does. And all these ingredients are all natural, safe, and all organic, which is another great reason to buy it. I'm going to go ahead and try and put the ingredients here. Not sure how much of the screen it's going to take up. Sorry if it cuts me off. And while you look at those ingredients, I'm actually going to say the words that are easy to say. I mean, the shaving cream has ingredients like aloe leaf juice, glycerin, shea butter, sunflower seed oil, spearmint, and vitamin E. The aftershave has glycerin, argan oil, jojoba seed oil, and I just felt like saying jojoba seed oil. Jojoba, jojoba. Where you coming from, jojoba? Spearmint for that cooling feeling, olive fruit oil, shea butter, avocado oil, green tea extract, and lots of planty, leafy goodness, basically. Lots of plant stuff. Lots of organic stuff, lots of natural stuff that's good for your skin. So yeah, wow, lots of planty goodness, lots of healthy ingredients for your skin. Now, For this portion of the video, I'd like to get into the history of my struggles with acne. I also want to let you know that what I'm about to tell you are my results with this product. I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor, and the company doesn't claim any of these results. Also, as an additional pre-warning, I'm going to be showing some pictures of my acne as well as video of my acne. So if you're someone who doesn't like to see that, feel free to fast forward to the end of the video or just go somewhere else. This is very personal to me, but I wanted to share it with all of you so that you know the scope of what I'm talking about. When I was a teenager, I had severely bad acne. I mean, I'm talking large red bumps on my face, as well as a whole bunch of whiteheads as well. And sometimes those whiteheads would stack up on top of each other. It was extremely painful, but even more so, very embarrassing. Even more embarrassing was when they would pop. My parents took me to a dermatologist, but to no avail. I mean, I must have been on every cyclin that there was. I was on minocycline, I was on doxycycline, I was on tetracycline, I was on every cyclin. None of them worked. I had a whole drawer full of topical solutions, a bunch of different creams. I would wash my face in the morning with some of them. I'd wash my face at night before bed. I would add all the creams on, but nothing was working. After about a year of being on the pills and not seeing any results, I came off the pills because they were bothering my stomach, and I figured I was probably doing more damage to my inside and not helping my outside. But the dermatologist would always switch me over to a different pill, which would also bother my stomach. And I figured I was probably just gonna have to learn to live with it. But that didn't help me when I had to go to the beach or water parks, because it wasn't just my face that had acne. I had it on my chest, I had it on my back, I had it on most of my body. So when I say severe acne, I mean severe acne. The acne was so severe that I actually still have scarring as an adult. Now my adult acne is a little less, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but just so you guys know, the pictures I'm about to show you, they haven't been photoshopped at all, and to prove that point, I'm actually going to show you some video of how my skin currently looks. So don't get too excited now. As I've mentioned in most of my videos, I don't work out. Here we go. So as you can see, there's a bunch of bumps over here. This entire area here, I get breakouts, and even up in the shoulder area. I also get it on my back, but it's not as bad on my back, but I'll show you my back so you can see what I do have, and actually you might be able to see the scarring on the camera. I'm not too sure. And there you have it. As an adult, not only do I get acne on my face, I also get it on my chest area and on my back. And all of this is much, much more subdued than when I was a teenager. Some of those scars you saw on my back were from pimples that were so large that I couldn't even sleep at night because putting any pressure on them would cause too much pain. I started sleeping on my side. When I hit my early 20s, I heard about a medication out there that was doing wonders for acne. The problem is, it was a very dangerous medication. If you took it, you had to actually have your liver counts checked every month to make sure your liver counts didn't go up. And if you were female, even if you weren't active, you needed to be put on birth control medication because this acne medication was known to cause birth defects. So this medication is some heavy duty medication, but it was known to work on acne. In most cases, you only needed to be on the medication for 3 to 6 months before you're totally cured. I was ready to try it out. I went to the dermatologist, they said I was a perfect candidate for it, and they put me on the medication. Unfortunately, things did not work out because that first month, my liver count skyrocketed through the roof. I mean, you only have one liver. You only have one liver, right? Yeah, you only have one liver, so you don't want that to go bad. So I decided to come off the medication altogether, even though the dermatologist said, well, we could lower your dose. My counts went up so high that I said, well, you know, maybe I don't want to risk this. So I came off the medication. Then about another 10 years passed and not much had really changed. I didn't have the severe acne that I had as a teenager, but I still had moderate to severe acne as an adult, and it was very frustrating. So I decided I was going to give it another shot. It had been 10 years. I thought maybe the medication changed a little bit. Maybe they've tweaked it and improved it a little bit. So I went to the dermatologist. We discussed what happened the first time I went on the medication and decided that we were going to go on a much lower dose to start with, and then we continued to check the liver counts as standard procedure. After the first month, my liver counts did go up a little bit, but they were still in that safety zone, which was good. And then each month after that, I was at an okay level for my liver counts. I was at the lower dose for about 5 months and things were going great. My skin actually got a little bit dry at times because it's known to do that, but my skin completely cleared up. I actually thought I didn't need to be on the medication anymore, except I was still having a little bit of breakout on my chest and back, but definitely not as much as before. The dermatologist said they thought maybe 2 or 3 more months might be needed, but maybe even a touch longer, just because I was on a lower dose. Unfortunately, at the time, I had some personal things happen in my life and I needed to come off the medication. But for a solid 3 years after that, I didn't have any breakouts. My skin was clear and I actually felt like I had been cured. But from year 3 to year 4, I did actually start to get 1 or 2 pimples here or there, started on my chest and then maybe 1 on my face. And by the time I hit 5 years, I was starting to break out again. Not just my chest and my back, but on my face. Now the acne that I was having was much less severe than when I was a teenager, but it still didn't make the breakouts all that much better. I still get 4, 5, 6 pimples on my face. It still made me feel uncomfortable to go to the beach when I had to take my shirt off because, as you could see, my chest had a lot more acne on it, as well as my back. And it's just frustrating to be an adult dealing with acne. Fast forward to 2018. I was getting ready to begin my very own YouTube channel, and obviously I was concerned with the appearance of my face, just like any other self-conscious person would be. And here's a picture from October, right before I started my channel. In this picture, you can see a random one right smack dab on my nose. Sometimes I would get one just as big on my forehead, which looks like a target. But no matter what, whenever I woke up, I would have 4 or 5 whiteheads on my face, my lip, my chin, and here's another picture. You can see that I would get them on my chin, sometimes above my lip, and sometimes even right below my nose or on my nose. And this one right here is actually on the day that I shaved. On days that I don't shave, I sometimes have a little more acne because of the oils in my skin. Now, I wash my face in the morning and I wash my face at night before going to bed. I even began changing my pillowcase a lot more regularly, and I even resorted to washing my hair because I knew the oils in my hair would get on the pillowcase and potentially cause more acne on my neck and my face. But not much really helped. Here's a picture of how my skin would look on a non-shave day. As you can see, that pimple is right on my lip, and those really tend to hurt. I took this picture, which you can probably see has 6 whiteheads on it, and you can't see the red bumps of the other pimples on my face. And I sent it to my wife and said, I have to do something before I start my YouTube channel. Now, in talking to my wife, we decided that maybe I should try the medication out again to see how it goes. If I'm on a low dosage, maybe I'll have the same results. It wouldn't be as fast as I'd like, but it's something. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually get in to see the dermatologist until December. I went for my exam, they did some blood work to check my liver counts, and then I got a phone call. It was not a good phone call. They called to let me know that my liver counts were already high due to having a fatty liver. When you have a fatty liver, the baseline of your liver counts are already kind of high, and the dermatologist said they couldn't put me on the medication without the approval of my doctor. So I went to my doctor and he said, do you really think it's worth it to go on this medication since you only have 1 liver? And since my liver counts were already high, I decided I do only have 1 liver, so you guys are going to have to deal with this ugly mug full of acne. Now, around that time, I'd already done my holiday gift giving guide video. I figured it was probably time to try this caffeinated aftershave that I bought so I could do a review on it. I decided to take some pictures, not because I thought it was going to help my acne, but just for the sake of the video, in case my skin did clear up, reduce redness, became more moisturized, whatever. And I'm glad I did, because it's coming in very handy for today's video, because I definitely saw a reduction in my acne. I went from 4 to 5 whiteheads every single morning down to about 2 or 3 whiteheads. Like I said, I usually shave every other day, so on days when I didn't use the product, my skin wasn't as clear. Here's a picture on a non-shave day, and you can see I do have 2 pimples. But it's still a lot better than 5 pimples on a regular shave day. But as I continued to use the product, I still did continue to see more improvements. And even though I was only using the aftershave on my face, I actually decided to start using it on my nose, my neck, and my forehead to cover all my bases, and it really helped out a lot. Granted, I wasn't getting much acne on my forehead, but it completely stopped the pimples from forming on my nose. Now, at one point, when I was actually starting to get low on the aftershave, I decided, rather than shaving every other day and using the product every other day, what would happen if I actually shaved every day? If I used the product every day, was it going to have a better effect? because I know if I skipped a day, I would develop more whiteheads overnight. So for 1 week, I tried shaving every day, and I did see improvement. But as a lot of you may know, I can be lazy, and shaving every day wasn't for me, even though I do get a pretty heavy 5 o'clock shadow. So when weighing my options, when it came to having 1 or 2 pimples or shaving every single day, I tend to side with the laziness and only shave every other day. As I came to the end of that product, I actually decided to contact the company and ask if they'd be willing to send me product in exchange for an honest review, as I mentioned earlier. And rather than just getting aftershave, they actually sent me the caffeinated shaving cream as well. So I've only been using the shaving cream for about a month now, and although I haven't seen any improvement in my acne, I do feel that I'm getting a cleaner shave and a little bit more moisturized as well. So the combination of the 2 products really working out well together. I'm kind of kicking myself for not using the shaving cream earlier, because I'm not going to be using any other shaving creams now that I found this. And of course, a lot of you might be saying, well, you did have 4 pimples from just shaving today. But I did mention that was actually 2 days of not shaving. I usually shave every other day, and on that one in-between day, I will usually have 1 to 2 pimples. So if I go over 2 days without using the product, I end up having 4 pimples. Therefore, I'm back to shaving every other day. Now, this 2-day stuff, looking like I'm homeless. Overall, Pacific Shaving Company's caffeinated aftershave and caffeinated shaving cream has helped reduce my acne. It didn't completely cure it, and I still have acne on my chest and back because I don't use the product there. I don't think it would be as effective that way. It's meant for your face. But when it comes to my face, I can honestly say I've seen more than a 50% reduction in my acne. So if you're someone who struggles with acne, this may be something that you want to try. It may work for you, and it may not work for you, depending on how severe your acne is. But it's at least worth a try, and it's not going to cost you much. These products are competitively priced with all the other shaving creams and aftershaves on the market, unless you're like super cheap and buy like that really super cheap stuff. But these are just like a little over $5 in the stores. And luckily enough, my wife was in the store recently and she decided to take a few pictures for me. So thanks a lot, sweetie. And here are some of the pictures that she took so that you know what the prices are of the other products. As you can see, very competitively priced, unless you're super cheap and buy the super cheap stuff, but like they say, and get what you pay for. So it's really not going to cost you anything to try this product out. And even if you don't have acne, these are just great skincare products at a great price. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by them, and they actually had no idea that I was going to tell you guys about my acne story. They just thought that I was going to be doing a shaving review. But I wanted to share my full experience with all of you in order to help out those who may be struggling with acne as well. Like I said, it may work, it may not work, but it's really not going to incur much of a cost to you to switch out your shaving cream and aftershave. And like I said, even if you're not fighting acne, you might want to just prevent wrinkles, or you might just want to say, I put caffeine on my face. I know I love to say it. Caffeine man puts caffeine on his face. It's true. I do. But there's a lot of benefits of using this product, not just for acne. This is a great product for anybody who shaves. I will include a link to my Amazon affiliate page down below. I do earn a very small commission from every purchase, but you don't have to use that link. I think I said it. I actually found these at CVS and Targets near my house, so you could actually probably find it in a store near you. But if you're lazy like me and don't like going to the store, you can use the Amazon affiliate link to have it delivered directly to your door. And if you want to stay informed on all things caffeine related, like caffeinated aftershave and shaving cream, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday night going over caffeinated products, but mostly going over energy drinks. But feel free to check out my channel. I go over all things caffeine related, including energy drinks, caffeinated products such as these, caffeinated foods, and the occasional caffeine safety informative video. Caffeine is a great product, but it needs to be used in moderation, and I talk about that in my safety videos. So feel free to check those out, and I do have a lot more coming up in the near future. I'm going to be doing a premiere video. I'm going to be releasing my holiday gift guide, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. And until then, you guys have yourselves a great day or night. And if you want to stay informed on all things caffeine related, like caffeinated aftershave, I'm going to move over. Jojoba seed oil. Jojoba seed oil. And I just felt like saying jojoba seed oil. Jojoba. Where you coming from? Jojoba. Don't you like some jojoba? Look out, Here comes the jojoba seed oil. Yeah.